Hi everyone, welcome to my studio. Today we're going to do a reformer class, a mixed level. We're going to put a little bit of everything into it and I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started. I'm going to have us seated facing the back. We're going to do a little warm up just to warm up the hips, the spine. I want you to sit with the soles of the feet together, open those knees, placing your feet as close or as far to your pubic bone as is comfortable for you. We're going to start nice and tall, feeling that body. Nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently round your spine. Inhale there. And as you exhale, gently bring it up. We'll do two more like that. We inhale and exhale. Just allowing the body to go to where it comfortably can at this point. Breathe in there. And one more time. We inhale at the top and exhale, spinal flexion. Inhale there. And slowly roll it up. Take the hands behind the knees and on the inhale lift the chest. Open up the front of the body and then exhale back to neutral. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Breathe in, open the chest, reach the back. And come back to center. Rotate your body to your right and then reach forward. And inhale up. Exhale. And up. One more time. And bring it up. Let's go to the opposite side. Keeping the hips nice and anchored. Breathe in. And again, not really thinking of stretching. Just think of opening, waking up those muscles, those bones, those joints. And two more. And one more time. And up. Bring the knees back to a parallel position. Scoot your body forward, making sure your foot bar's down. I have it on one red spring. We're going to do double leg stretch, but with those feet in the straps. We're going to take one leg and then the other leg into the straps. I scoot forward to where I'm in my position. My hands are just going to touch those shoulder rests. We bring those knees in, find that tabletop position, maybe go a little bit past it. So I'm going to pull a little bit farther than 90 degrees at the hip joint. I'm going to take my hands on top of my knees. I'm going to inhale and exhale. And inhale. Again. And reach, but keep those abdominals in. And inhale. We have two more. One more. Lift the body a little bit more. We're going to reach the arms straight ahead. We're going to inhale, reach the legs out. As you pull them in, rotate to your right. Inhale back to center and left. Inhale. And inhale, keeping that pelvis stable, which is really challenging for me. Again. do one more each side. And last one. Bring it back to center. Keep those knees in. Take your hands behind your thighs. Pull your body forward and roll all the way up. Take those straps off. We're going to go into some footwork. So I'm going to put 3.5 springs on the second gear. We're going to do a little bit of a combination of the double leg, single leg. So laying down on my back. So I like my head rest down. Place yours wherever you're comfortable. Arms are down by my side. I'm going to start with my feet flat on that foot bar, heels. And feet are about hip distance apart, hip bone distance apart. I'm going to do 5 regular. I'm going to inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to press out and in. Exhale out and in. Again, 3, folding right at that hip joint. And 4, and 1 more. I come in, I place the right knee into my tabletop position. I exhale out. And I may regret those 3.5 springs, but I already committed. And 3. We're doing 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 5. I switch legs. Just take a quick little look. I exhale. And I'm really thinking of keeping my hips nice and even. And 3. That's the goal with this quick change from double to single. 4. And last one. I come in, I do that whole thing again. 5 double. I resist on the return. Keeping my rib cage anchored. 3 and 4 and 1 more. I think that was 4, so I'm going to do 1 more. I come in, I go back to that right leg and tabletop, immediately find it in my body. 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 more. And I switch. Left leg. And 2. Just going to make sure those hips aren't rotating. 3. 2 more. 4. I think of work on the in, and last one is 5. I go to all 10 toes. I'm going to take a look. I'm going to plantar flex my feet, and then I'm going to find that position and keep it. I exhale. I inhale. Do 2 more, full range all the way out, and then resist on the in. 1 more. And tabletop, right leg. Oh, starts to feel heavy. 2 and 3. 2 more. And the last one. I switch and press. Again, keeping that foot on the foot bar really still. And 3. Hip extensors are working, quads are working. 4. And 1 more. And we do that whole series again. 5. The 2 legs feel good after the single leg. 2 and 3. Just reminding myself my rib cage. 4 and last one. And tabletop. And 2. And 3. And 4. We have one more. And switch it. And 2. Thinking about that free leg also, not letting it move. 3. And 4. And one more. 5. I come in, I go to my V position, and I press out. 5 of them. And I just feel like my hips are a little bit off. I just want to make sure that sides of my trunk are nice and even in length. This is 3. Exhale. 4. 5. Now instead of tabletop, you're going to take that right leg and you're going to extend it from that V position. I press. Oh, and I got to keep this this left side anchored. If this feels too heavy, jump up and switch the spring. 3. Let's do 2 more. 4. And last one. And I switch. I go back to my V. I first stabilize. I anchor, I set it, and then I reach it. And you'll feel the difference from leg to leg. 2. 3. 4. And one more. 5. And one more set. Both legs. Draw those inner thighs together. And 2. I love this leg series. Powerful. 3. 4. And one more. Right leg reaches out. Maintain that external rotation on both sides. And 2. Keep pressing this down. And 3. This left side. And 4. Keep my abdominals working on both sides. And 5. And we switch. And 2. And 3. Oh, this gets me. And 4. And one more. We go back to our parallel. We're not going to do wide V heels or wide V toes. We're going to press it all the way out. Inhale, reach those heels. Enjoy that. Exhale. Inhale. And 3. Really dorsiflex. Reach, 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 reach. And that's 4. And one more. Right leg underneath. And just 3. And 2. And through that whole entire body, that's 3. Yay. And inhale. 1. And 2. And 3. Both legs, 5 of them. Inhale. Whew, my calves are feeling it. And 2. And 3. 2 more with both legs. And last one. Right leg, 3. We can do it. And 1. 2. And last one. 3. Other side. We lift. We set ourselves up for success. 1. Yowzer. 2. And last one. Both legs. And we go into our prances. Bending 1, stretching the opposite. And switch. And we'll do 10. And we'll do 2 more breath cycles. 1 more breath cycle. And lift the heels and come all the way in. And pull those knees in, give them a little hug, circle it around, and stepping on up. We're gonna grab our boxes, we're gonna go into the teaser series. So we're gonna do the whole thing. So I have my box, long box. I'm gonna take my foot bar down. I'm gonna keep 1 red spring on. So we're gonna do regular teasers, plus we're gonna add the arm movements. We can do it, gang. It's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna take a seat. I'm gonna scoot down. I may need to scoot back up. I come down. My shoulders are off the edge of the box. I like to start in my tabletop. I take my body straight. Arms are in line with my ears. And then I thoracically extend. I then reach those legs out. I inhale. I lift all the way up. And then I come all the way down. All the way. Again. I reach. I go up into that position. Now I'm going to hold it 3 times. Arms. Inhale. And 1 more. And all the way down. Then I'm going to go into my circles. Inhale. All the way up. I find it. I do a small circle. 1. And 2. And 3. I reverse the circle. Oh, have it on the 2nd gear. I think I wished, or I know I wished I put it on the 1st gear. And 3. And I come all the way down. Now I'm going to stop us for 1 minute. Bring your body in. I'm going to switch it to a blue for salute. I know that I can't do the red and do it correctly or properly, so I put the blue on there. Join me if you want, or stick with that red. All right, so we go back into that position. I apologize for us stopping. All right, we reach those legs out. There's no editing, we do it in 1 take. Okay, I inhale, remember it's lighter. Whoo! And then I'm gonna bring those hands in. I exhale, press 1, and 2, and 3. I reach, palms up, and I lower. I lower. I take my time. And then we do 1 more, just regular teaser. And we come up, we reach. We use the back extensors, we use the front, we use everything. And then we roll. Keep reaching your arms forward. Don't let go there. Don't let go. And we come back. I bend my knees in. I come on up. I take the box off, and I like to do a little bit of a side stretch, just to stretch all those hips out. So go ahead, come onto the back of your carriage, and switch your blue spring, put a red on there. We're going to use it in a second. I have a red on the second gear. Come right up. Now, thighs are up against my shoulder rests. I'm going to press my hips forward. I just used my hip flexors a lot to hold those legs. So I want to feel some length. I'm going to take one arm up. My right arm comes up. I lift my spine. And I do a nice side stretch. And I like to turn my head towards the floor. It just feels good on my neck. Join me if you like. And then I come back up and down. Other side, I reach up. I lengthen my spine. I go over. And usually one side's a little different than the other. And I like to turn the head. I come back up and down. And one more. I reach it up. I get taller through the spine, but not elevating the scapula. And I go over. And I try to keep those hips forward. I turn that head. And look forward once again. And up. And last one. I lift it up. And reach, and maybe this time I can reach a little farther. I come back and look. Get that nice stretch on the side of the trunk. I look forward, up, and down. Go ahead and come down onto your reformer. We're going to do some hip work. Keep your foot bar down for what's coming up. Again, I have a red on the second gear. You can do a red, you can do a red and a yellow, you can do a green. I'm switching it to a green. So I know our foot bar's down. So you're going to push, place your feet in your straps. So I'm going to share with you guys how I've been doing my hip work lately. We start with the basic series, but I'm really trying to get out of the legs and into the trunk. So go ahead and take it into your frog position. Dorsiflex the feet. Make sure that pelvis is in a neutral position. And what I want us to think about is the trunk and the carriage, but not the legs. So I inhale, and as I exhale, I'm going to pull my abdominals in so deep, bracing, 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 that I'm imagining that I'm pushing the carriage back. And the legs are just going forward. They're responding. And then I'm bringing the carriage back in. So I'm just taking the thought process and putting it elsewhere. For me, I exhale. So I really think abdominals, can I move the carriage without the legs? And in. Again. Smiling to myself because I just love it when I can feel it. I feel the bracing of the abdominals. I feel the stability of the pelvis, and that's my goal. And in. We did 3. I wanted us to do 3. Let's do 4. It feels good. Exhale. So I'm pushing back, not pushing forward. And that's why we need it light. And then I come back. And here's in my way. Hold this position. Take it to your straight leg, wherever that is. Slightly point the feet. Keep that pelvis anchored. And think the same thing. The lever's longer now. The legs are more involved. Yes. But feel that same concept in your body. I'm pushing my carriage back. I'm stabilizing. The lower I go, the more I have to work in the pelvic lumbar region, in the trunk. And I come around. And I'm going a little bit generous with my circles. I'm stable today. I feel good. So I can. But not at the expense of the pelvis, right? We got to keep that solid. And one more. My goal is mobility in the hip joint, so I'm working on that. Stability in the trunk, so I'm working on that. I reverse it. Try to bring it right back to my mid-sagittal line. So I just took a little look at the legs. Sometimes one wants to travel more. I'm going to try to have them meet right in the middle. And one more. I love the way this feels. It feels stable but mobile. And that was our last one. Press the legs halfway down again. We're going to go into some leg changes. So I'm going to bend my knee and keep my left leg straight, and they reach out. And I exhale, push back with my trunk, meet in the middle, and other side. I remember Rail teaching me once, one of the many things, to lead back with the straight leg. So that's what I always think about when I'm doing this exercise. I open, and then left leg this time is going to lead. And exhale. One more each side. Left leg leads. And then last time. Right leg will lead. Hips are staying even. And I come back to center. I bend the knees. I take the feet out of the straps with control. And I go into our overhead jackknife. So I'm scooting down a little bit. That's why I wanted our foot bar down. So my legs are going to go straight out. I learned this in our Bassi Mentor program. I'm always working on it. It used to be one of my least favorite exercises, so that's how I know I need to work on it. So my legs are reaching out, my abdominals are in, my arms are straight up to the ceiling. I'm going to inhale, legs to 90, arms to the mat. I exhale. I inhale, down and up, and I roll. I know I don't need to say it, but I will just in case. Head rest is down. I inhale, exhale, down and up, and reach my feet towards my face as I lengthen my spine along my carriage. Again. Weight is on my shoulder girdle, not on my cervical. And two more. And one more. All the way down. Bring the carriage back in. I'm going to put the straps on their loops. I'm going to bring the foot bar up. I'm going to keep it with one red spring now. And we're going to go into some stretches. So we're going to do the full lunge with the balance into the splits. Put my sticky on there. I'm going to stand up on my carriage. I'm going to start with my left leg up on my foot bar. My right leg will come up against my shoulder rest. Now, it's always good to have somebody there with you, especially when you're learning this exercise, because it can be dangerous. So you don't have to take your arms or your hands off the foot bar. Now, I'm going to find my position. I'm going to fire up this back leg. I think that's a problem. We forget to use this leg, the hip extensors. The knee is over the ankle. And I'm breathing and I'm feeling my back getting a little bit longer. I press out. I try to keep my back extensors working. take 2 to 3 breaths, and then I come back in, and I lift that chest again. So I'm getting a hip flexor stretch on my right side. I press back. I try not to drop my pelvis. So I just glide back. And I'm reaching that tailbone back, lengthening my spine, almost imagining that I'm going into an anterior tilt, even though I know I'm not. And then I come back in. We then lift the arms up. Initiate with your back. Don't count on just the arms. The back lifts me. I go there. I press out. I come up. I pull the carriage in. And I press it right back out. I pull in and up through the center. And out. And one more. I bring it up. I press it out. Now I come up about halfway. I bend that knee. I come all the way in. I take that hands down. And I step down. Shake those legs out. Still a scary one for me. All right, again, if you feel like you're not ready to take those hands off, don't. Better safe than sorry. I put my left foot up against my shoulder rest. I bring my right foot up against up onto my foot bar. I'm just gonna put that in a better position. I find that. I straighten this leg. This leg has got to be so solid. Can't drop it. Use the hip extensors. Front knee in line with the ankle. And I press out. I go to where I can go. And I come back in. Again, I stay there for those few breath cycles. Just take a look at the foot. And I press out. I come back in. I lift my body. I reach it up. I press out. From there, I'm going to pull the carriage in. I press out. I pull it up. I press it out. I go up. This next one, I press it out. I come up about halfway, bend the knee, bring it in, take the hands down, and carriage comes in. Then I shake it out. Yes. Let's go into some full body. We're going to start with stomach massage. Yay! So I like to put the sticky here so I don't slide back. I'm going to keep it on the second gear, and I'm going to do 2.5 springs. So I have 2 red and 1 blue. If it feels too heavy being on the second gear, I'll scoot it back. And I have this here. I'm going to sit here. Now, we decide where we sit by the leg length, the hip flexor mobility. I think this is pretty good for me. We'll give it a try. So I like to bring my legs up. I'm in my V, hands are behind the thighs. I pull my body into that C position. I already can feel I can go a little bit closer. And then I take those hands. I'm going to lift my heels. As I exhale, I press out. we'll do 8. This is 5. And 7. And 8. Now take the hands behind the thighs again. Lift the back. I just like to do that. Helps me get my setup correct. And I take my hands onto my shoulder rests. I lift the chest. Keeping that back working. I exhale. Elbows stay bent. And 6. And 7. And the last one. Now hold it there. I feel like I'm a little too close now. I'm going to keep my back nice and straight. I'm going to reach those arms. And I press. Making little adjustments in my body. And let's do 3 more. And the back is working. 2. And 1. Add the rotation. Take the calf raises. Out. And in. Following that arm. One more. And last one. Whew. Parallel. Press it out. Whew. And breathe. Bend the knees back in. Go ahead and take that sticky out. We're going to do some arm work. So I'm going to put it on, yikes. Let's do the green. I'm on the 2nd gear, so I'm going to keep it there. Green on the 2nd gear. I may wish I hadn't done this. We'll see. Okay. So I'm going to sit all the way at the edge. We're okay with the shoulder rest. They won't get in our way. Or not the shoulder rest, the foot bar. All right, so tall through the body. Arms reach straight ahead. We're going to start with wide chest expansion. I breathe in. I exhale. Five of each. 4. And 1 more. Now cross the straps. We go into our biceps. So my arms are straight out. I just crossed it to get a little bit more tension as I exhale. And last one. And keep the straps. Bring your feet out just for a moment. Put your yellow on. I hope you have a yellow. Take your green off. We're going to do a little bit of external rotation, so I want to keep it light. So I'm just checking I'm in the right spot. Feels good. We'll keep that strap crossed. I start here. I open the arms, bending the elbows. From there, I rotate. I think of the inside of the elbows coming forward. I bring it back, and again. 90 degrees at the elbows. I rotate. I bring it back, and forward. Again. I stay tall through the body. I rotate those shoulders, externally rotating them. I bring it back. Let's do 2 more here. So good. And rotate. Inside of the elbows coming forward. and return, and one more, and return, reach, reach, and let it go. Uncross your straps, turn the body around, put that green back on. Let's do some pre-hugs. So we're going to take a seat right up against those shoulder rests. Grab onto your straps. I'm just going to make sure I'm straight up and down. Arms are out. And I open. And 2 more. 1 more. I go into my salute. I reach those thumbs to the temples. And give me 2 more. 1 more. Bend, I come down. We grab our stickies. If you don't have one, go get one. We're going to go into the tendon stretch. So we're going to do a little bit of a series that I put together for us. So we're going to do 3 tendon stretches, 3 tendon stretches single leg front. Then we're going to walk the hands out and go into our balance control front. 3 of those, 3 single legs. Okay. I take a seat on my foot bar. I kept it on the green on the 2nd gear. If you feel like you need a little bit more, put a little bit more. I'll wait for you. I make sure that my hands aren't too slippery, which they are. All right. So I'm going to find my feet position. My heels are off the edge. I straighten my body up, or my legs. And I go into that C curve. I push with my upper body. I inhale, I press out. I exhale, return. Again. And 1 more. I'll do the right leg first. I press it out. And 2. And 3. I switch legs. Everything's sweating, so everything's slipping. And I go. Left leg out. Press. And 1 more. All the way. I stand on that carriage. I'm going to grab my sticky and I'm going to bring it right onto my shoulder rest. Walk it forward. If you need them, grab them. And I go 1 foot. I press out. Other foot. Make sure I'm in plantar flexion. I have 3 times. One more. And right leg. One more. Left leg, reach it out. And 1 more. And both feet, let's do 1 with both feet. one foot. And I carefully come off. I get rid of this sticky. I'm going to go into Mermaid. I'm going to take the green off. And while I was doing my balance control front, made me think I need to watch that hyperextension in the elbows. So if I hyperextend in the elbows, I apologize. I'm working on it. Mermaid. We're here. I put it on one red spring, tall through that body. I inhale. I'm going to reach. Oh, feels so good after that. I rotate, and I reach my back. I try to rotate. My shoulders are square with my springs. I de-rotate, and I come back in and up. I'm going to do 3. I reach, I reach, I reach. My arm is parallel with that spring. Checking my ribs. And this is why I like to take lessons from other people, so they can keep my ribs in check. They can keep an eye on things. And back to center. And up. Let's go right into our other side. So 3. So again, I'm going to make sure, now this is my tighter side, so I'm going to watch that this hip stays down as much as possible. I take that hand into the center, double check that, other hand is down, body is tall. I inhale, I reach. I'm still lengthening, I'm getting as long as I can through here. Bring that hand to the foot bar. I just make sure, have I rotated as much as I can, and then I de-rotate, and again, and bring it back, and one more. And rotate. Feels so good. And bring it all the way in. Step on off the carriage. Put your foot bar down. Keep the gear on the second gear if you're there. And put a yellow on, or the lightest you have. We're going to end with some back extension. Grab your long box. I love doing pulling straps, a little bit different. I find that I use my arms a lot, and I want it to be a back extension exercise. So that's why I have it on a yellow spring, and I'm going to share it with you. So we're going to come into our prone position. I'm here. Place your body where you're comfortable on the box. Grab the ropes. I'm just going to make sure that I'm reaching my tailbone towards my heels, keeping length in that lumbar region, keeping those abdominals active, and I'm going to bring my arms in line with my shoulders. I'm in a neutral position. I'm not going to move the body, or I'm not going to move the arms or the carriage. I'm going to move my body. So I inhale, I lift, and I just go into my thoracic extension at this point. I maintain that. I reach the arms back. I bring them forward. I lower it down. I inhale. I exhale. I inhale and exhale. And pure back extension. If you want it to be about the arms, simply add tension. But for me, I'm always trying to gain more back extension. Up and exhale and inhale. And one more. We lift the chest. We reach. We lower the arms. Now lift the chest once again. Hold that. Take your arms out to your T. Hold your thoracic extension, pulling straps 2. 1. And open. Keep that back where it is. 2. And open. And 3. 2 more. And legs are active. 4. My arms are feeling great. It's my back that's working. 5. Hold the extension. Lower the arms. Lower the body. Let go of your straps. If you can, come up onto your box. Remember, your spring is light. All fours. And give me a cat stretch. Just stay in that rounded position for a moment. And now go through neutral and upper back. And one more. Round. And through neutral. Arch. And back to neutral. Step one foot off. Step the other foot off. Now, bending your knees. You may not be able to see my legs. That's okay. Just bend your knees. Place your hands on your box. Scoot back a little bit away from your carriage. Let that all go. And then simply let your arms drop. Inhale there. And as we exhale, we roll it up. We lift, and we are finished. I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye-bye.